up, babes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angel. So in today's video I am going to be doing a review and first impressions on the new Covergirl Matte Made Foundation. So if you guys would like to see me demo this foundation and see my thoughts about the foundation, then just keep on watching. So this is pretty much what the Covergirl Trueblend Matte Made Foundation looks like. By the way, you do get 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce of the foundation. So this foundation is fairly new and recently just hit the drugstore. So this foundation claims to be a 12-hour wearing foundation, oil-free, transfer-resistant, and a comfort matte finish. So jumping right into it, I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin using the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. And I'm just using this primer because I want to give this foundation a fair chance and a fair shot or whatever. So I'm using this primer. I always use primer before my foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime this pretty much where I get oily in my T-zone area. So jumping right into foundation, I really do enjoy that the packaging is super simple yet sleek. And I really do like that it does come with a pump, and I can appreciate the black packaging because it's not going to be super dirty and it's not going to get super dirty or look yucky or anything. So I really do like that about the foundation. So now we're going to go ahead and put the actual claims to the test, honey. We're going to try it out and see how this goes. Alright, here we go. So before we move on and blend the foundation out, I really do like the fact that the pump does lock and unlock. So I feel like the foundation will be perfect for traveling. As long as you put it in your carry-on bag, you're good to go because the foundation bottle is glass. So I love the way this foundation is blending out. I must say I did a pretty good job picking this foundation out in the drugstore. I feel like it's a really good shade match. I feel like it's not too yellow and it's not too red. It's like the perfect amount of both in the foundation. So I also like the coverage on this foundation. I would consider this a light to medium coverage foundation. It's not full coverage because I'm still seeing some of my imperfections right up in here. And I do like the texture of the foundation. It reminds me of the Covergirl Queen collection, which is actually one of my favorite drugstore foundations. And it's like the same texture. It has that I don't want to say thick, but it has that moussey texture to it. So I really do like that about it. And the foundation is pretty matte. I feel like it's not super matte to where I feel like it's drying my skin out or it looks dry as hell, but I really do feel like it is a matte foundation. I'm just placing a little bit more foundation on my cheek area, which is where I like more coverage to be, but not too much, honey, because it is summertime and it is hot as hell out there, and I don't want my whole face to be sliding off. You know what I mean? You want to keep it real natural, you know, don't be doing too much. So I'm just going to blend that out, and I'm also going to take the remainder of that foundation and just go ahead and blend it into my forehead. So after I've given the foundation a couple of minutes to set, this is pretty much what I'm looking like. Like I said, I love the color that I chose. The color matches my skin tone very, very well. And I do feel like the foundation is matte. I don't feel like I need a powder or anything, but I'm just going to go ahead and move forward with my normal foundation routine. And so after I finish the rest of my makeup, I'll be right back. Yes, yes ma'am, honey. So now that I have finished the rest of my makeup, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys my final thoughts about this foundation. So for starters, I want to say that I really did enjoy this foundation. So I do feel like the foundation lives up to its claims. I feel like that it is a matte and long wearing foundation, but I am going to go ahead and test and see if it is transfer proof. So I have a little piece of Kleenex right here, and I'm just going to dib and dab this on my face just to see if the foundation is going to transfer. Okay, Covergirl. I see you, Covergirl. I see you. So the foundation does not transfer, but I do feel like as your foundation gets oily throughout the day, it might transfer a little bit. But as far as the stage that the foundation is right now, which is basically fresh face just put on, I feel like that it does not transfer. I do want to say that this foundation is not a full coverage foundation, so don't think that if you have a lot of acne scars or if you have a lot of you know, things that you want to cover up on your face, darkness or things like that, redness. I don't think that it's going to cover a whole lot, so I would not consider this foundation to be a full coverage foundation, because even after finishing the rest of my makeup and powdering my face, I do feel like I can still see some of my dark marks and some of my imperfections, but I'm totally okay with that. I love a light to medium coverage foundation because I like to show my imperfections because I'm not perfect, clearly. So as far as this foundation working well with other products, it did good with my highlight, it did good with my blush. I will say not so good with my bronzer slash contour, simply because I did not set my face with powder. I normally just set the bottom half of my face, so I feel like I had to really blend that contour and my bronzer shade into my cheek area to really get it to blend well and not look so splotchy and so patchy. So as far as my bronzer, it did okay with that, but the highlight and the blush it did perfect with. So this foundation is not cakey at all, and I do feel like it did blend well with my concealer as well. So comparing this foundation to the Covergirl Queen Collection foundation, I really do feel like the formulas are about the same as far as the texture of it, the thickness of it, and I definitely feel like the only difference is that one is matte and one is a natural kind of foundation, if you will. So I do feel like both work well with my skin. I do have combination oily skin, so my face, even with the matte one, it does get oily throughout the day, so it really doesn't matter if I'm wearing a natural foundation or a matte foundation, my oils are still going to seep through. So I feel like if you want to try the Covergirl Matte Made Foundation, definitely go ahead and check it out and try it. I feel like it's super affordable. I actually paid about $8.50 for mine. So for a foundation under $10 at the drugstore, I feel like that this is a really good buy. If you do have the Covergirl Queen Collection foundation, I do feel like they are about similar. So if you're not willing to splurge, or not necessarily splurge, but if you're not willing to check out a new foundation or just wanting to buy this one and trying something new, go ahead and stick to your Covergirl Queen Collection. But if you are open to trying a new foundation and want to try the foundation or just want to try something in general, new or whatever, I do feel like you should pick this foundation up. The price point, like I said, is amazing, and the coverage is amazing, and the foundation is just a really good foundation. Now I will say I really do like the fact that the color range is a little bit more broader than the Covergirl Queen Collection, even though that collection is geared toward us women of color. So I do feel like that it does have a good color range. So they did actually come out with 40 shades of this foundation, so it's a shade for everybody, honey. Your mama, I was gonna say your daddy, I just tried it. I feel like there's a foundation shade for the palest girl out there and for the deepest, darkest girl out there. So that wraps up my final thoughts and pretty much how I feel about the Covergirl Matte Made Foundation. If you guys want to see more foundation videos, give it a big thumbs up, and if you like the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Remember to be blessed and follow your dreams, and I will see you guys in my next video.